I feel so futuristic. I think I need a chicken biscuit. CFA, CFA, CFA.
Oh God.
CFA, CFA, CFA.
No Sunday.
CFA, CFA.
What?
CFA, CFA, CFA.
Oh God.
CFA, CFA, CFA.
No Sunday.
CFA, CFA, CFA.
My pleasure.
CFA, CFA, CFA.
What?
CFA, CFA. Give me the number one.
Yo, welcome to Inside Wolves. We are your beacon for entertainment and enlightenment. My name's Q, my co-host.
It's your boy, AJ, aka Juan, aka Juju. We at it.
You kill me every time with that. What's going on, yo? It's your boy Hefe. What's going on, man? How's everybody doing on this Saturday, 11 a.m.?
Ready to tackle the day, the weekend. That's when the real work begins.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's when our like I said, we work every day, y'all. Every day.
This is when the real work begins. When it's not the 9 to 5, it's this.
What would Roddy say, yo? Roddy said I work hard from Monday to Monday. Couldn't want to know that because he don't listen to Roddy. He's such a hater, yo.
You know I don't know that.
Man, did y'all get some? Because I don't even know. I actually didn't even ask y'all. Did y'all get a lot of snow down there or any snow?
He
looked at me like, nigga, did you just ask me?
It was snowing, but it wasn't. It was sticking on cars. It wasn't sticking on asphalt.
Hell no.
I was getting to work. My door froze shut. I'm like, man.
Dang, yeah.
I was gonna say, it get cold, but no snow.
Yeah, cold, like snow, nah.
No.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
Last time it snowed here, it snowed like, and this is Georgia for those who don't know. It was like maybe 6 inches, maybe. And it was like a riot. Like it was like paradise outside.
Yeah,
I stepped outside and every single individual was out their house and they were taking pictures and they was running around. Kids was building like snow caterpillars because it ain't enough snow to build a snowman. Like
I
stayed home.
Jeez.
They were wild. So that was pretty funny.
I think that year was
funny.
I think that was 2018. I think
2018.
Yeah, so that was the last time that y'all had some snow.
I think that was like the last time it was like snow.
Wow.
I was still in high school.
Oh, so that was the last time it snowed. What I'm talking about was 2019, and that
was 2019.
That in December.
I might be talking about the same.
2020, but
I might be talking about the same type of year.
Yeah, I mean he's talking about like snowing. What I'm talking about wasn't really very much snow.
Oh, it was like you talking about like okay.
Yeah,
it was snowing.
But I guess that also does transition perfectly into, like I said, that took place end of 2019, 2020. And what else happened then was COVID.
Oh,
COVID. Yeah. And it's back on the run. Again, it's spinning the block. It's spinning the block. It's all started 2 years ago.
We've been masked up for a long time, bro.
Masked up
years.
It's a good thing Future ain't make Mask Off now. It's a good thing he ain't made that song like in these last 2 years. That would have been terrible.
He got canceled.
Yeah, he got canceled for Mask Off
for perpetuating violence. Like
that. Yeah, actually,
it's always gonna be a reason for something.
Yeah, this nigga promoting violence.
2 years. Like, that's actually crazy. Yeah. So, then I want to bring y'all back to 2 years then. I would say, I think it started in, like, March. That's about when quarantine, like, really started and then was starting to get truly enforced in a lot of states. How was that for y'all? Man,
it was crazy. Because I had actually, in my mind, I had got the best job that I had ever had in my life. That's when I was working at Yelp, and I was commuting from Baltimore to DC all the time. And granted, that commute was terrible as fuck, but it was just, it was just long mornings. You know, I get home, like I wake up at like 4 a.m. just to get to work at 8:30, and then come home.
Yeah.
I get home around like 7 p.m. But I can't even lie. Like, granted, the commute was really bad. It was just a great job to have, but nonetheless, it was just crazy because I was just getting settled into the job, and then I remember before March even happened, it was like right after Christmas, I was at work and I was just feeling like terrible. Like I never had felt like that like a day in my life. I was like, yo, what is this? And to the point where I literally nodded out at work. I was at my desk and I nodded out and just came tap me. You know, like you sleep real hard, like
Yeah.
the drool and everything. Yeah, I woke up like,
Ooh.
huh? It was like, yo, everybody was surrounding me, like looking down, like, yo, like I was like, what happened? It was like, you passed out. I'm like, really? My manager was like, yeah, you want to go home. So I went to patient first, and then that was probably the worst decision I ever made, going to patient first. You know, they don't be doing nothing for anybody, man. So I went there, and they pretty much was like, yeah, we don't know what you have. It looks like an upper respiratory infection, but we can't give you any antibiotics for it because we don't really know what it is. And then, like, what, 2-3 months later, here comes COVID. And then my job shut down and everything. So they sent us home. And then eventually they was just like, yeah, we want to let go 75% of our staff. And then that was that. So then that started the whole everything with that. So it was tough, man. It really was. And I know it's probably tough for y'all too. So
how was that for you, Juan?
For me, like when it first started, I was working at Publix. I was a meat cutter actually. At that time, it was really, really bad because, like even like Javen said at that time, they was letting a lot of folks go. But if you worked in a grocery store, like you was still considered essential worker. You know what I'm saying? So back then, when they had that whole like implement for like only essential workers and pretty much shut down like stuff that's not actual necessities and stuff like that. So like your Foot Lockers or like just regular day-to-day jobs that has nothing to do with like food and groceries or medicine, like y'all was closed. But like working in Publix, like they was telling us like even though like the customers was wearing masks, we still can't wear masks because of something. Like pretty much they was trying to, yeah, it was crazy, bro. They was trying to implement the whole whether shopping is a pleasure or something like that, and they was getting they was getting backlash at first because the workers was see like what we used to do. We was like when them trucks was hitting, because like I said, like the grocery stores, like at that time, folks was buying hand sanitizer, paper towels, like everything was gone. So like even though we worked there, you know what I'm saying, we still got to look out for our folks, our family. So shit, as soon as the truck back in, we gonna look out for each other first. Then whatever's left, we was putting that on the floor. So like we had got a lot of flack for that, and then anyways, they was like pretty much saying like anything that doesn't like show like that we 100% care about the customers, like you just won't be a part. So like, and wearing masks, that was one of the things. So it was like wearing masks, trying to push supplies to the side for your family, just all types of other stuff that we couldn't do. And then they end up having no choice but to let us wear masks because of how bad it was getting and stuff like that. Like when Atlanta was one of the like top cities for catching it and like that.
That's wild. I can't believe they really didn't try to make y'all wear masks. That's actually wild.
Yeah, that's wow. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Wow. And similar, I mean, I guess that really just goes as well for me as well. One about and Javen, my job let me go as well. I was working at a Hyundai warehouse. Actually, I actually just got hired on too, which was the sucky thing because I just lost the job right before the year it ended.
Yeah.
And so then, and just like you as well, Javen, right when I lost my job, the week of that, I had gotten it. I believe I had gotten it as well, although I never go into a doctor to get it like tested or
tested. Yeah.
But I believe I did as well because that, like you said as well, that was a sickness that I had not had before. But my body had like What I'm damn near like waddling at work because of how sore my body just naturally was. I was just like, bro, I'm out of it. Like I'm out of
Yeah,
breath. I'm
yeah,
hurting. Like I don't want to be here. I went
yeah.
yeah. And so then when I got the other job, about a month into having that job, similar thing just happened. Got called into the office one day. They were like, hey, not only y'all, but we're starting here. Gotta let you go. But you know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and let that be known to like unemployment and stuff and just go ahead and get you that. Just go ahead and hold you on over. But we're downsizing as
It's
well.
crazy.
We're
Yeah,
downsizing to the people who've been here the longest, essentially. So
and that's literally what they did to me. They was just like, yeah, if you've been here for like at least 5 years, we'll keep you. So that was only 25% of people that worked there. It was just like, damn.
sheesh.
Hey,
It's
y'all
like,
know what's
damn,
wild too about that,
Mm.
bro?
boy.
So like, just hearing both of y'all like losing your jobs during that, like the whole time, like, I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm like, that's cool because I was blessed to still have some, what I'm saying, some
Yeah,
income coming in and everything like that. But then everybody who's getting unemployment was still making more money than us, and we was the essential workers. Like, even though we was essential, we
That's
was
the
not.
craziest
Like, we
thing.
yeah.
wasn't, we wasn't, we wasn't compensated for that until like way, way later.
Dang, that is crazy.
Bro,
I didn't
that,
even think
that
Way
that
about
is
later,
the
that.
bro. Like way
craziest
later.
thing.
Like
That
I
is the
think they,
craziest
I,
thing.
I want to say they didn't even get compensated until like I think I was already gone by then, and I had like by that time unessential jobs were able to be open too. No, because the warehouse I work at is essential too. So yeah, I got another essential job at a warehouse where
Shoot.
I actually end up catching it, which is crazy.
Shit. Hey man, trust me, we definitely gonna get to that unemployment shit later, man. Cause
Yeah,
that was I feel like that was probably one of the most publicized things about COVID. Like one of the I'm not gonna say the most, but one of the most publicized things about COVID is, that unemployment. But like I said, we're gonna get to that later because as far as um like another thing that was like really heavy was quarantine. Like that was something that I mean, it's something that still happens now. Granted, it's not forced, but if you get the vaccine, I mean, I'm sorry, not the vaccine. If you get COVID, then you gotta quarantine and everything.
yeah,
And I remember when quarantine first started, y'all. Like I don't know how it was, like in Atlanta for y'all, but I remember like in Baltimore, man, it was just crazy because like at first it started out like everything closed after like 5 o'clock. So you would see, and it would be or not even everything. It would be like some things. I think Chick-fil-A was probably one of the realest ones. They was open till like 7 or something like that. So you would see
mhm.
niggas on the road at like 5, like 6 o'clock, trying to get the Chick-fil-A, get a little meal for their family or
Yeah.
whatever.
That lines was long, bro.
Surprisingly, no, because a lot of people was really like, really not trying to be out there like that,
Hmm.
because they was talking about, yeah, if you out there like pass or whatever, and you don't got the paper that says you an essential worker and you need to be out there,
Yep.
and you're saying you getting pulled over, this, that, and the third or whatever. So, but
That's how it was
people
for
was
us.
trying, yeah, people was trying to work around that and everything. Like how cats in Baltimore, like, everybody's talking about. I know you seen the videos too. Yo, was out there like, yo, it's like curfew. We ain't talking about no fucking curfew. We got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
avenue. Like, we got the avenue, yo. Like,
Yeah.
bro, that's really how it was. Yeah, that's how I felt too. Like, I was just like, ain't nobody wrote no fucking curfew, yo. Like, ain't trying to
Mm.
worry about that, man. But it was crazy because, like, even going back to you was talking about people was in the grocery stores trying to get everything that they can. Like that shit was insane to me. Like I see
Yeah.
people in the grocery store with 17, 20 rolls of toilet paper. Like, all right, y'all, like you ain't shit like that before. So what makes you think you gonna be,
Yeah.
using the bathroom
Like,
like that now?
what do you
What do
think is
you
gonna
think is
happen?
what do you
Like,
think's about to happen?
Right.
What do you think is really going on here? You think
in
it's
the
like like a
Toilet paper
zombie
race.
apocalypse? Or?
Like toilet
and
paper gonna save your life.
y'all remember that time people was buying like hella gas, bro? Like just buying
Yeah,
a lot of
Yo,
gas,
yeah,
bro.
I remember that,
yeah.
yo.
Man,
I want yeah. I seen videos of people putting that shit in bags.
like
They
the
was
old,
putting
like
it.
like or like
I was siphoning
like the
gas.
football, like the football water tanks, like the ones you hook up to a trailer
Yeah,
for your
yeah.
Yeah,
truck. They was
yeah,
filling those with gas,
Oh my gosh,
bro. It's
yeah.
crazy.
That's
yeah.
insane.
I know we were. Yeah, I know we're definitely about to get to that in a minute. But like the prices of things that went around just during that time period were wonky. Like everything looked a real wonky, and it showed a lot from the government as well. Honestly, it showed a lot during that as well.
Yeah.
And like
And I will say as well, like you were just saying, it was really weird to see because it was really just like a ghost town. Very select places were open. There were just places that were usually open that were just flat out closed. So there was just nothing going on. Not really a lot of cars or anything out on the road. It was pretty weird.
Also, to touch on like what Javen said, like what you said about seeing people in the grocery stores. Like I said, I worked in one, so like actually seeing people like the same families every week, knowing exactly when the truck was scheduled, or like even folks like fighting over supplies. It was crazy.
I felt like it was back in high school. Niggas was camping out for Jordans and fighting and dying over Jordans.
That's what you
like,
would have thought it was. Like, like the Space Jams or Concord just came out. Something like that. Like, bro,
or
like,
the breads,
yeah,
or something like
breads,
that.
yeah, like
people were really parked outside of a grocery store at like 5 a.m. waiting to go ahead and get some like toilet paper and hand sanitizer. Take them all.
And that used to make me mad, bro. Cause like I worked in the morning shift. I used to like working early just to get my day over with, so I got the rest of the day to like chill. So like working the morning shift, like they kept pushing the time back for like customers. You know what I'm saying? So like they would open the store up earlier and a little earlier, like 30 minutes here, another 30 minutes here, and like me, like since I would open, like I had to come in even earlier and have to stay longer. But I mean, I still got off at the same time that I was getting off before, but I just had to come in earlier.
You know what, yeah. I don't know how. And I'll ask y'all actually in a second, but how y'all like experiences that y'all had like with the quarantine and everything. And I'll touch on a little one for me, man. It's because it's crazy because I never thought this would happen, man. I gained so much weight during quarantine, yo. I did not ever think that was, and I'm not saying that to say like, oh, you know, gaining weight is a bad thing, but if you know me, like Quinn, you know me, generally I've been a pretty like scrawny kid, like throughout like high school, middle school, like all that, you know what I mean? So like, and then, you know, at the time, like passed by and everything with like school track and all that, you know, I gained like the muscle and all that, but like, I started to like really like get like fat on my body. That's something I never thought I was gonna like able to do, and that shit came like quick. And I was like, dang, yo, like I could not imagine. Like my face was like I can look at pictures back now, like my face was fat. I'm just like, dang, yo, and that's all because literally all you was able to do was just sit in the house, evaluate yourself. Probably, you know, like what's in the fridge, like that, like the amount of times you go to the fridge is probably more frequent since you have to be in the house so many times. Like almost at that point, you eating because you're bored.
Also, I mean, just plain and simply as well, you're probably taking like a fourth of the steps you would in a week. And then you would during a normal week, just being in the house every single day.
Yeah.
And then when you do go somewhere, it's not much.
I've done that too. Like looked at pictures on my Instagram, like older pictures, like maybe even like 2 years ago before like just COVID started in general, not even just the quarantine. But quarantine obviously is where it got like picked up. Like just looking at myself and pictures looking like smaller, like compared to now. Like noticing I put on more weight and stuff like that. It's just very crazy to see how much happened because of what was going on there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like that quarantine was definitely, like I said, like I even touched on it a little bit, but like just like that mental aspect about it as well too, because like even like not even just quarantine in general, anytime that you're like physically forced to sit down and like just not fill your time with ancillary things, you know what I mean? Like you have to, it's almost like a reflection type like point. Like for me personally, like when cause you know, y'all know I tore my Achilles like a couple months ago and everything. And so physically I couldn't even get up and walk or move and nothing like that. That felt like quarantine. I was almost like in a sense like quarantine. I just had to like sit there every single day and just like I was in my own head all the time. Like, dang, I'm saying, looking around, like noticing things I ain't never noticed before, seeing things about myself that and in a sense, it could be good. But then for some people, that's like a fight that they've never had before, like a battle that they never ever even encountered before. So I don't know if y'all ever experienced anything like that, like in quarantine specifically. But that's then one of the things that I was going through as well too when I was in quarantine, not just like with the tearing the Achilles and everything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, for sure. I'm already a pretty introspective person, so then that extra time to actually be here, just it said sedentary, it really did help the thought process a lot. It actually expanded it to the point where I'm trying to still even currently get out of thinking so much. I had so much time to think, and I got so used to thinking like that.
See, for me, it's a little interesting at that time. If y'all paid attention to one of the previous episodes, I was listening to a lot of Raw Wave back then.
Oh my god!
So I already kind of expressed why I would listen to his music back then. But at the same time,
this man was feeling paid.
at the same time, you know what I'm saying, that pushed me to go to the gym. Definitely a lot more. So that was like a it was kind of like a win-win type of situation. Like I'm not win-win, but like I was going through something, but then it actually turned into a positive.
That's good. I remember the gym too. Actually, that was a weird point in time. I went to the gym like one time they first opened up. It was Planet Fitness, and it was like nobody in there. And it was actually kind of cool because I was like, gym's usually packed, and I'm the type of person I like to go into the gym and it don't be a lot of people, so I'll go like early in the morning or like real late at night or whatever. And it was real cool. I definitely did feel kind of like. Like, did y'all write this down? No, like, and I remember when people because I didn't even know when it happened, but when they finally said you don't have to wear your mask anymore, so I went to the gym. Everybody else had no mask. I'm like, oh my god! Yeah. I was like, yeah, I walked right out. I was like, hell no, I'm going to a different gym. Yeah, like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.